Hello and welcome back to the channel. 'Tis I, Ken Lavigne, singer/vocal coach, and today we are looking at and pondering the significance of another suggestion by one of our kind subscribers here on the channel who writes, recently, hi again, Ken, Jamie BOWER released Waiting for Your Love yesterday, March 19th. Okay, so maybe not quite so recently, where I'm recording this in April, so yeah, I kind of dragged my heels on this one. I'm really sorry. This one is from Antithetical, Antithetical, who has been a kind contributor to the channel for many, many years now. So March 19th, it has over 250,000 views so far. Again, out-of-date information. Actually, it has 1.5 million now last time I checked. So I guess his music is getting some attention. Provides an interesting contrast to Heaven in Your Eyes. I think that was the previous song that Antithetical had suggested to me and I reviewed some months ago. And no tears this time. Okay, well, that's great. I won't be bawling my eyes out. I recall Heaven in Your Eyes as incredibly gut-wrenching ballad about losing the love of your life and having to deal with that loss. Hopefully that's not what we're in for this time, but you never know. Jamie BOWER's voice, as I recall, is one of those kinds of voices that just seem so eminently real and honest and true. So let's have a listen to what he does here. We're going to get queued up. Okay, I got my cans on. Let's have a listen. 3, 2, 1, go. So he's playing a piano and there's some kind of synthy thing happening in the background. Sounds like a synth violin, but really kind of, I don't know, washed out of any distinguishing characteristics of a violin. So it has a more ghostly, ethereal feel here.
And do you ever feel the motion? And have you ever seen the sun setting far across the ocean? And I will promise you the best is yet to come.
Okay, you hear that wonderful rasp in the bass of his voice. We almost feel like we have the tone and then we have this sort of glossy sparkle of rasp at the heart of everything. And then when you hear that sort of it's brung out. It's I don't know, amplified more when he goes up in the register. That's a very sort of clean take that I would do. You have a little bit more of that sort of raspiness inherent to his voice, which is actually pretty damn sexy when you think about it. Anyway, okay, let's listen to the sound of his voice and not mine. Here we go.
And if I have to wait a moment, let the ache fall from my heart. 'Cause I can't give up on forever. And if I stay loaded, gone.
Okay, did you hear the... This is, again, very powerfully sung, and with those, there's like an amplification of his voice when it comes through on those. It feels almost like the backup vocals are a little synthetic, though it clearly, to my ear, it's like him doing his own backup vocals. So there's sort of like this amplification of that rasp, that characteristic rasp that he has in his voice, which sounds really cool. But at the same time, if you crush the compression a little bit too much, it feels like the backup vocals almost feel like they have that synthetic quality about them. Not a criticism or critique. It's just sort of, it's an aesthetic choice. Let's just call it that.
'Cause I can't live with now or never, but I am worthy, I am worth it, I am hopelessly just waiting for your love.
There he is in the studio behind the big board.
And I can't swallow every feeling.
So So is this the behind the scenes? This is the big performance. I'm just describing to you, all of you that might be out there jogging and listening to this particular, or maybe on your morning commute. Maybe you shouldn't be watching YouTube videos on your morning commute. I'm describing a little bit of what is happening in the video here, and they're juxtaposing this sort of very glossy view of him performing on the grand piano and what would be happening behind the scenes in the recording booth. It's a common tactic when you watch some of these videos to just sort of see the creative process. This is the sort of the image and the mystique of the creative genius at work.
And I can't wish away the scars.
I guess, actually what this points to too is how these videos are put together. We see the glossy production, but of course there's no microphones there. There's no wires hooked up to the piano or in front of his face, because we want to see his face. We want to see the emotion. We want to see that. So he's just sort of pointing like, I get it. This me is a performance at the piano, but this is me actually creating all of the stuff that you're hearing right now.
And there's no love,
We get it.
there's
We're
no
savvy.
healing.
We know.
But I miss you now beneath the London stars. And if I
Okay, one other thing. I'm really not getting too much of the song here. It's just me interrupting the entire time, and I apologize. But there's one of the things that I want to just point out. Backing up, he said this line, something beneath the London stars, not... Are there stars in London? The skyline can be obliterated by all that light pollution. Who knows if you can see stars in London? Those who live there, can you point out to the stars on a starry night, on a clear night in London? Okay, one of the things that I wanted to point out is the absence of a retroflex R at the end of stars. Rs, that would be more of a country way of approaching that particular note. Our brains hear the R, and they sort of autocorrect, but he didn't say the R, at least as far as I could tell, is stars. Stars is how he pronounced that. Lingering on the vowel and avoiding the erring your way through that last consonant.
beneath the London stars.
Stars. Oz, stars, which is correct. You sing on the vowels, not on the consonants so much. A little tidbit for you. Sometimes ending each of your phrases with a clear, crisp consonant is not the right approach. It's not musical.
And if I have to wait a moment, let the ache fall from my heart. 'Cause I can't give up on forever. And if I stay alone in God, 'cause I can't live with now or never. But I am worthy, I am worth it, I am hopeless. But I am worthy, I am worth it, I am hopelessly just waiting for your love.
Well, he did the job. I started to get the chills towards the ends of that song. That big build-up there kind of had that classic early 2010s kind of vibe, the big build-up, the Mumford & Sons kind of build-up and crash, and which gets everyone all hyped up. And of course, it's incredibly emotionally fragile and fraught. I listen to those lyrics and I'm thinking that there's like a spiritual quest going on here. Like it's not necessarily about some girl. It could be. It's kind of nebulous. We don't really know. I don't know, maybe there's like a spiritual void there that's also trying to be addressed as well. All I'm trying to say is there might be another way to look at this, the lyrics of this. It seems like this is deliberately open-ended to apply to not just the forlorn lover, but also maybe someone who is going through some sort of other existential crisis or spiritual crisis. But that's just me. That's my take. What are your takes? Let me know down in the comments below. And you can chat amongst yourselves. I like his voice. I really do. There's something eminently charming and inviting, also kind of fragile about his voice. The previous song that Antithetical had suggested, who, by the way, also left a kind donation and to the channel, which I'm very, very grateful for. Thank you so much. And if you would like me to review something that is special to you, there is a link down below, and I will attend to it in a much more timely fashion than this previous video. And I'm very sorry for all those who have been waiting patiently in the wings. I will make sure that I get done this week. This is my pledge this week to get on top of all of that, all of those kind requests. Thank you so much again. And also too, if you want to learn a little bit more about what I was talking about, retroflex R's, what are those? Maybe you want to develop your own voice and bring out some of the character in your own sound. I strongly suggest that you reach out to a talented vocal coach. There might be one living in your area. That's the best way to learn, is one-on-one. However, times being what they are, sometimes it's not always the most convenient way to do things. You can reach out to one of us here in YouTube land. There are many voices to choose from, vocal coaches included. You could reach out to me, and I will leave coordinates down below, and you can get a hold of me there. Also, thank you so much for taking time out of your super busy day and spending a few of those precious moments here with me. Much love and appreciation to you all, and we will see you next time.
Ache fall from my heart, 'cause I can't give up on forever. And if I stay